Hello everybody, it is Luma here, and today I am bringing you probably the first in a long-going series, my top 5 series. It's going to be based around trick shots, so if you guys want to leave a like and subscribe, that would be awesome. But anyways, let's get into the 5th place spot. So, coming in at number 5 here, we have Raid. Now, Raid is amazing. I love Raid. I've gone for some 6 shots on Raid, and it's a great map, but the problem with Raid lies in FFA because search is fine. Search you can get to last. It's a good sniping map. The bombs are in good spots. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with Raid. It's when you get on FFA and you finally get to last. It's when people like to camp in that window, and not everyone does, and I'm not saying that every lobby is going to suck, but like I said, getting to last and then finally trying to go over to the spot, it's really annoying, and it always seems as though I spawn across the map, and I have to run all the way there, and I get killed while trying to get there, so I don't get attempts. And I mean, this map's pretty good, and there's some good spots elsewhere in the map, but like I said, this mostly everyone wants to go for that Sui, and when you can't go from there because people are camping there, I normally just kill last. And that's the problem with Raid. But besides that, Raid's an awesome map, and it's probably one of my favorites. Alright, coming in here at number 4, we have Standoff. Now, Standoff is probably one of my favorites. It's got glitch spots. It's got, like, I mean, mostly 720 spots is what really affects this map, because you can get to last easy. It's a good sniping map. FFA is not a problem. S&D, you got the bombs in pretty good locations. Really nothing wrong with the map. It's just because the map doesn't have as heighted spots, it's kind of a struggle. I mean, mostly 720s. There's a couple spots if you 1080 you could 1080 from if you NSL, but like I said, this isn't the most heighted map. And I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like definitely when you want to go for complex shots, this is not the map. Coming in at number 3 here, we have Takeoff. Now, I love Takeoff, okay? I like Takeoff more than Standoff, and here's why I like Takeoff more than Standoff. Standoff is got some less heighted spots. Now, Takeoff has got more height spots. It's still good for sniping. The bomb placements are even better than on Standoffs, and obviously, like I said, more heighted spots means you can go for more complex shots. There's distance for some shots, like the backdrop. It doesn't have glitch spots like Standoff, but I really don't think glitch spots affect this map at all, because the height allows you to do some more complex shots, and I really like a challenge, and having shots like the backdrop in a map would be really epic, because obviously you can hit legendary shots from there, and I mean, that's always a good plus to a map. Besides that, it's got a ladder stall, and it's just overall one of my favorites. It's such a fun map, and the only problem with it, I feel, isn't really even like a problem with the map. It's that I liked the original version of the map. If you guys didn't know, it was actually on Black Ops 1 as Stadium, but when they remade it on WO2, I feel like it was just more empty and lackluster, and Stadium looked a lot nicer, so definitely not like the colors on this map, but besides that, the map itself is amazing, and definitely one of my favorites. Alright, coming in at number 2, guys, we have to have Carrier. Now, don't get angry with me for not putting this at number 1. Let's just be honest for a second. How many shots have you hit on Carrier? Because Carrier is a really hard map to hit on. But it's still a good map. The challenge is fun, but it is definitely one of the hardest maps to hit a trick shot on. I've never really seen a map with more fall time than this. 2 seconds is actually the amount of time you will fall for on this map, which might not seem like a lot, but considering that a 2-second fall is an 1800, that is a pretty good fall time, and that's not even with NSL. The map itself has so many good non-Sui spots as well. The bomb placements are good. Now, the only reason it's not first place is because of the sniping. It's not the worst, because it's not that bad to hit a sniper clip on this map, but it is a little harder than some of the other maps on this list. And, I mean, obviously, with FFA, it's also slightly harder to get to last, and also because it's really easy to hit marker shots on this map, and just the fact that the map itself is such a challenge to hit on, and, you know, with only, like, a couple people in the lobby, it's definitely hard to hit boat banks, but, you know, it's still a fun challenge, and definitely worth it. Alright, before we get to number 1, guys, I do want to give room to some honorable mentions. So, coming in here, we have Yemen, and Yemen is an awesome map. I love Yemen. The problem with Yemen, I feel, is that it is not really an FFA map. They have Turbine, Drone, and Aftermath were all removed from FFA a long time ago, and the problem with those maps were that they were too large, and Yemen is one of those maps that was just too large, and so for that case, it gets messed up in FFA. I do find that that the map itself is definitely cool. It's got so many glitch spots. It's probably one of the most glitch spots map ever, but it's a struggle. And same thing with Vertigo. It doesn't have as many glitch spots, but again, it's really not hard to get to last on or snipe on. But the problem is, it's just hard to hit on, just like Yemen. And even though it is an awesome map and it's probably got the second biggest fall time than on any map, it is definitely a struggle to hit shots on the map. But anyways, guys, let's get into number 1. Coming in at number 1, we have Studio. I mean, come on, it had to be Studio. Let's just be honest here. It was in freaking Black Ops 1 as firing range, and it was so good that they actually brought it back on Black Ops 2, and with good reason, because everyone enjoys this map. It's such a good map for trickshotting. Really, it isn't like that heighted. There's some spots. The tower is pretty good for 1080s, but it isn't a heighted spot. The reason why it wins is because it's just so good on FFA. It's an enjoyable map to play. It does occasionally get boring, but if you've been playing and you've been trying to hit a legendary shot on carrier for a while, it's good to come over here, relieve some stress, and just go for some casual shots. It's such a fun map. Wallbanging is not that challenging, and it's definitely cool. You got some challenging shots if you do want to hit some legendary shots. You got the green screen, the tower bang, got the impossible wall bang. You got some crazy shots, like if you want to jump from like the staircase, you can shoot to saloon. I've done that before. You got the Barnbang. It's just a fun map, and definitely one of my favorites. The colors on this map are amazing too. I love this map for the tomahawks. Tomahawks are really good to hit on this map. They don't usually fly out of the map. It's a pretty wonderful, amazing map, and it comes in at number 1.
It feels so damn good.